Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. Here we go on ESPN. Aaron Brooks has taken his fair share of criticism the past few years, but he really cut down on the mistakes last year and put together a fine campaign. We'll see one of the more electric quarterbacks you're going to find here. 49ers, Saints. Next!
Hello, folks. I'm Dan Stevens, welcoming you to the Louisiana Superdome. My colleague here in the commentary booth is Peter O'Keefe. Peter, both of these teams have a solid tackler on defense who does an excellent job pursuing the ball.
No doubt about that, Dan. These guys do an outstanding job of reading the offense and ripping it to shreds.
This one will fall incomplete.
With the deflection.
Brown, 22.
Barlow takes it across the line of scrimmage and heads upfield. Runs out of bounds at
14.
Plummer tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete.
Never think this guy is an NFL player. He's so slight a build, but I'll tell you what, this guy has such good instincts back there.
Horn snags the missile on one man back.
Down. Set.
Brooks throws a heater right sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Ahmed Plummer got himself in prime position to
Extra inches to them. This is what they have in mind.
Yeah, you know, back in my day, you'd see guys 5'8", 5'9" back there, but again, that was back in my day.
A different era.
Added some flash to that play with a nice little move after the catch. Good work to get more yards.
A nice run after the catch, and that's what... Horn falls in the pass and gets past the...
Oh, 119. Hut, hut.
Brooks zings it to the right side, and it's intercepted. Dragged down at the 13. They'll start this drive at their own 13-yard line. Barlow takes the handoff and heads left.
Down. Set.
Latte puts his arm into this one, and the reception is made for a first and more. 35, 20, chased down at the 15. First down. It looks like, yeah, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
My leg, man. My leg. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. It's all right. It's all right. Come on, guys, make some noise.
Down.
Latte throws this one to the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Oh, check out this replay, Dan. Watch the focus here.
He's got it, and I must say that was some clever maneuvering to get it. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 20-yard line. Stop at the 25.
Flag, 44.
Bowler grabs the rope right side, and they get the... That will end the first quarter, and it's still a scoreless game.
Look at the weak back. Flag, 18.
Tackled at the 47. Lloyd had to leave the field earlier in the game, and now Susie Colber has a report. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. The team doctor's diagnosis is that he twisted his ankle. They're taping him up again, and they've told me that he will be ready to go back in later in the game. Back to you, Dan.
As always, we'll hope for the best up here in the booth. Thank you, Susie.
Set.
Slides down at the 32. That will bring up first down.
Aaron Brooks improvises on this one. It's called thinking on your feet, and he does a great job of it. Yep, nice little scramble there. He saw he had no option.
Ball by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Howard catches the bullet out left and gets past the mark. McAllister gets the call on first down and heads out right. Dragged down. McAllister gets the call again and gets past the line. Stopped at the 8.
Julian Peterson made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to...
McAllister loses one on the play, and that will bring up fourth down. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Carney from 26 yards out, and they take the lead. 5 as they start at their own 20-yard line. Rips him down in the backfield as the clock will continue to run. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Saints with a small lead, 3-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
Plan is to make some adjustments in the next half, and we'll see how it works out. Back to you.
Susie, thank you. The 49ers haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at their own 22-yard line. Finally stopped. Rattay airs this one to the left sideline, and it's caught at the 1, and he's stopped right there. It'll be first and goal.
Tim Rattay doesn't leave much room for error on this one. It's either a great pass and completion or an interception. Let's take a look. Well, that's a great catch and a great completion. You don't see many quarterbacks thrown into double coverage like that and succeed.
And Peter, we've done 2 tight ends in the game. Barlow gets the handoff and gets the touchdown.
Well, this is a nice run, Dan. Gets all the yards he needs.
4-yard line. McAllister gains 5 on the play, and that brings up second. Gash chews up 4 yards, and they will move the chains. Free regardless of how evasive you are.
Not with that strength. With those guns, he could probably juggle bowling balls or wide receivers for that matter.
Brooks throws this on a rope, and it's intercepted. Stopped at the 48.
Ronnie Hurd got the interception back there off a tip from one of his own teammates. Wow.
Well, that's their second interception of the game, and Stingy is appearing to be... Barlow makes the catch on the right sideline, and he picks up 9. Lloyd catches the hard throw, and he's looking for room. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The 49ers are out in front, 7-3.
Down!
Touchdown at the 17.
Smith shows why you think twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood. Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the football there.
Coach Erickson doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag.
San Francisco is challenging the spot of the ball.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
As we watch the replay here, look for where the ball is when he's tackled. Remember, all he needs is one knee to be down.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. San Francisco will not be charged for timeout. First down, New Orleans.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along.
I'm talking about, yeah. Come on. Get back out there. Let's do it. Let's do it.
At their 38-yard line.
Green, 37.
Barlow carries this one off to the right and picks up 8 yards on the play.
Gray, 41.
Grant sacks him way back at the 43.
Down. Set.
Latte throws the pass, and it's tipped. Incomplete. In game, Peter, they have been off over there.
Yeah, I'd go somewhere else if I were him.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Brooks gets all of his arm into this pass. The Saints take their first time up.
They go back.
Bowers catches it left sideline, and the clock continues to wind down. Second down and less than a yard.
Go. 50.
Gash gets the call on second down and heads out. The Saints will take a timeout. That's their second. Second down, and this is the 7th play of the drive. Brooks zips it to the left sideline, and it's intercepted. No one in front of him. Stopped at the 34.
Ronnie Hurd not only shanghais the football for the interception, but watch. Gets a few more after the catch. Great play all around.
And that is going to do it for this one. The 49ers come out on top 7-3. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, Dan, thank you. So this one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The 49ers stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Now let's talk to a player who was instrumental in their dominant running game and is our player of the game. Kevin Barlow was kind enough to give us a moment of his time, and he's on the field with Susie Colbert. Susie?
Thank you, Chris. You really showed up today, and you edged them out in a hard-fought game. What was the key to your success?
I really think our linebackers played well today. They're reading the plays, getting after the ball. Man, it looked like a pack of wild dogs out there. They played big time today, so yeah, I gotta tip my cap to them.
Back to you, Chris.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Chris Berman. Let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Giants stroll away with a 14-point win. Justin Smith played well despite the loss and showed us why he's ranked up at the top of the league. Tom Brady threw for over 200 yards and helped his Patriots beat the Cardinals. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Ravens pick up their first win of the year. 49ers, Saints. Brandon Lloyd came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. The 49ers go on to win this by the final score of 7-3. Up in the Motor City, Detroit, we had the Lions get sent home with a 14-point loss. Over at Arrowhead Stadium, we had the Chiefs come away with a 7-point win. The Cowboys defense held their opponents to under 100 rushing yards in their win at Texas Stadium. Bears, Packers. Amon Green wants to get his team inside field goal range. Gets the handoff at the 42. Oh, he may do more than that. He shakes two. He could go all the way. Touchdown. The Packers win this one by the final score of 24-17. The Raiders lost at home and will stay home for next week's game when they meet the Buccaneers. Peerless Price stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Dante Culpepper threw for 250-plus yards and helped his Vikings beat the Eagles. Down in the fun and sun of Jacksonville, we had the Jaguars get nipped by 3 points. Down in Tampa, we had the Buccaneers squeeze out a 4-point victory. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Sean Ellis is probably the one that most leaps out at you. A hairline fracture of the arm is the initial report, and the doctors are saying he'll be out for 14 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Dave Moore might be the biggest loss on this list. He'll be out for 12 weeks. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
The Jets defense held their opponents to under 100 rushing yards in their win at Qualcomm Stadium. And last but not least, we had the Titans come away victorious. So, 2 weeks into the books here on ESPN, here's my prime time performers for week number 2, and each is going to get a game ball. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.